performing this workout in a seated position because we want to fully stabilize the lower back and avoid engaging it in the movement. Let's start by tightening the abdomen and tilting the pelvis forward, and we begin our work with the shoulders. Our task is to perform rotations. Maximize bringing the shoulders forward, lift them up, maximize squeezing the shoulder blades back, lower them down, and repeat. During this, our lower back should not move. We strive to lengthen our spine upwards. Do it at a comfortable pace for you. And don't forget to breathe. Lower your shoulder blades down and back as much as possible. Now we need to change the direction of movement. Now we start with scapular retraction. We aim to control the lower back and constantly lengthen the crown of the head upwards. We perform the finishing movement several times. All right, the next exercise. The starting position is the same. Engage your core, maintain control over your lower back, and keep your shoulders down, avoiding shrugging them towards your ears. Keep your arms in front of you, palms facing down. On the inhale, turn your palms up and spread your arms apart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as much as possible. On the exhale, we bring our hands together in front. Try not to lower your arms too much. Work at the same height as when you started. Maximally bring your arms back together. At the same time, keep your shoulders down. Keep your arms parallel to the floor without letting them drop down. Continue performing the exercise. Do it at a comfortable pace and breathe. Final repetition, and we hold. The thumbs are pulled back as far as possible. The arms are tense and the core is engaged. Well done! You can release the tension from your arms. Let's move our shoulders around in a way that feels good to you. Next, we should get on all fours. Rotate the pelvis forward and eliminate the arch in the lower back. Place your palms slightly wider than the mat, but not beyond the shoulder level. We push ourselves upwards, stretching the space between the shoulder blades. The movement should occur only in the thoracic region, while the lumbar spine remains in a stable position. The head doesn't droop down or tilt backward. Engage your core. Keep your pelvis rounded. Breathe in a way that is comfortable for you. We do the final repetition, and now we hold the maximum strength of the scapulas. Remember to keep your lower back stable and immobile. We have finished. We lower down onto our heels and can take a break and breathe. Had a rest? Let's get on all fours again. We're taking the arch out of the lower back again. And now our task is to rotate the shoulder blades backwards. We place our hands under the shoulders and move our torso forward. We try to make the movement only in the shoulder blades. We try not to shrug our shoulders up to our ears. And we try not to bend our elbows. The movement can be performed at any speed, but the focus should be on the shoulder blades. Try to avoid arching your lower back. Let's not forget to breathe. We are doing the final repetition. Great! You can release the tension from your wrist with circular movements. And the next exercise is again on all fours. Hands under the shoulders, elbows slightly bent. You need to bring your hand with the palm facing down under the chest and try to reach down. Here, the goal is to move only the thoracic spine. It is important not to tilt the pelvis or arch the lower back. Extend your arm as far as you can while still maintaining control. The goal is not to extend it as far as possible, but rather to maintain proper control throughout the movement. Keep your pelvis stable. Now we need to switch hands. Keep your pelvis in place, and the rotation should occur only in the thoracic spine. The supporting arm should be slightly bent. Don't forget to breathe. The abdomen should be engaged. Continue performing the exercise at a pace that is comfortable for you. And we begin performing the next exercise. Switch the supporting arm. We need to lower ourselves down, extend the lower arm as much as possible while keeping the pelvis stable without rotating it. With the supporting hand, we gently push ourselves up from the floor. Now, in this position, we start to breathe, expanding the rib cage. Our neck should not be tense. Continue holding this position and breathe deeply. Well done. Let's carefully come out of this position and change the hand. We lower ourselves down again, bring the hand underneath, stabilize the pelvis, and use the supporting hand to slightly push ourselves up. The head and neck are relaxed. The lower back remains straight. Continue holding this position and breathe, expanding your ribs. Great. Carefully release from this position. For the next exercise, we will need a strap or band. If you don't have it on hand, press pause and come back. You can sit on your heels or cross your legs in front of you, or even perform it while standing. You need to take the strap in your upper hand and catch it with your lower hand at a comfortable distance for you. With your upper hand, you should pull the strap upwards, while your lower hand, you pull it downwards. And we start performing side-to-side bends at a pace that is comfortable for you. We perform the bends in a single plane, avoiding leaning forward or backward. Try to stretch the strap while keeping your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Do not bend your neck. Let your head and chest move together as one unit. If you have enough flexibility, you can also perform this exercise without a strap by clasping your hands behind your back at the level of your shoulder blades. Last few repetitions. Well done! Now let's slowly switch hands. Stretch the strap a bit, keeping your shoulders down, and perform the side bends. Perform the movements in one plane, avoiding leaning forward. Imagine that there is a wall in front of you. Keep performing the exercise. Last few repetitions. And we're done. Now we will do the final stretch in this routine. We need to bend our arm at the elbow in front of us, while the other hand grasps it from below and gently pulls it toward the lower hand. Don't raise your shoulders and apply gentle pressure with the lower hand. Here, we can take a few deep breaths in and out. Great! Now let's slowly change the position of our arms. Apply gentle pressure with your lower hand. Take a few deep breaths, expanding your rib cage as you inhale. This stretch should not cause any pain, just a gentle stretching sensation. Great job! We finished the workout. See you at the next session. Hello.